I know I've mentioned it before on this channel, but I don't mention it very often. And I think it's worth mentioning today. As you may or may not know, I also daily vlog over on my vlog channel called Lollujo Vlogs. We've just come to the end of a 10-day stretch of really important vlogs for me and my family. So if that's something that has any interest for you whatsoever, or if you just want to see what I get up to on a day-to-day basis and what my plans for the future are, then might I suggest you head over onto my vlog channel. There's a link to it down in the description, or just search for Lollujo Vlogs and let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments to this video what you think of the vlog, and that would be great. Hello and welcome to Season 12, Part 3 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we're at home against Cardiff and away against Bristol City. Since you were last with me, it's not been great. We've lost more often than we've won. There's a lot of red and orange over those last 5 games. Just one win in the last 5. Unbelievably, we are still looking good league position-wise, because everyone's kind of hit a patchy run of form at the same time. So we're still only 4 points off the top of the league with a quarter of the season gone, still firmly in the playoff positions. All of this is ridiculous. As long as we survive this year, that's all that really matters. If we look at the season preview, we're still predicted 23rd. So the way we should view it, and the way we are viewing it, is we're already 20 points towards our points target of 50 with 3 quarters of the season left to go. Survival is looking more and more likely the more points we accumulate. If in another 20 games we're still hovering around this area, then we'll start thinking in terms of maybe having a completely ridiculous, against all odds and all logic, promotion push. But that's not for now. The important thing on here is that Irenius Yannicki is back. He was injured. We talked about him last episode, how he exploded onto the scene against Newcastle. He's still in full-on explosion mode. He's got 4 goals from 5 starts, 2 Man of the Match awards. He is quite the player. I'm pretty sure we're only going to have him for this season because he'll go on to bigger and better things next year. But he is a bit special, and you're going to get to see him play for the first time today. So this is the team that we're going to be playing for the first of our 2 games at home against Cardiff. We've got Kabashi in goal. I don't think you've seen Elvis Kabashi play yet, but I've been a little bit disappointed with Kevin Thompson's form over the last 5 games, only averaging 6.4. He was poor in the last game. We lost 3-0, and it wasn't a 3-0 game. He was just poor. So we spent money on Elvis Kabashi over the summer, so it's time to give him a go. So he comes into the side in goal. Then a back 4 of Smith, Fidalgo, Bazan and Davidson. Corey Jordan is slowly getting back to fitness. I can't even remember if he was injured for the last episode, but he should be ready for the second of today's 2 games, maybe. We've missed him. The combination of some poor goalkeeping and not having Jordan is one of the reasons why we're losing more games than we're winning at the moment. A pretty settled now midfield 3 of Fisher, Smith and Manton, with Shorthouse in behind Dixon and the aforementioned Yannicki. It's a real demonstration of how strong we're becoming as a club when you look at how good our bench is. Thompson, championship quality goalkeeper. Jordan, outstanding defender. Flavian Thomas, massively talented for the future. Taylor Crossdale can't get into the team. Lee Hartley is, assists-wise, I think he's our top assist maker this season. Can't even get in the team. We are a strong team. We just need to start showing it on the pitch again, and I'm hoping the changes that we've made for today's game will start to move us in that direction. We are favourites for this match against Cardiff. I didn't set him as captain, but I am a bit of a Yannicki fan, so I'm not going to say he shouldn't be captain. He's 19 or 18 and it's his 5th game. But that's beside the point. Yes, we want to do well. And Lee Hartley's just being rested. I don't know who Nick Hewitt is. My assistant manager picked Yannicki as captain. It seems mad. We'll see how it goes, I guess. If it doesn't work, then we'll swap him for the next game. But he's a special talent. I predict a Champions League future for him. So I don't think it hurts to have a player who's clearly head and shoulders above the rest of the squad talent-wise as the one leading the team, apart from the fact he doesn't speak the language and he's still a teenager. But they're not relevant points. The point is we've got a very talented player in our team, so let's make him our leader. I'm trying to figure it out. I could pick my own captain, but that sounds like a lot of work. What am I paying this assistant manager for? Right, let's Where are Cardiff in the league? Cardiff are down, relegation threatened at the moment. This really is a game we should be winning, but at the moment we seem to be under the cosh a little bit. Cardiff have already had 2 clear-cut chances. We have had none, although we are slightly edging possession and slightly edging the average ratings so far. But really, it's looking like a bit of a nothing game where Cardiff will be a little bit disappointed that they're not ahead. But Yannicki in behind the Cardiff back four. He got very flat. He crosses it for Tom Dixon. That's his 5th goal of the season. It's his first goal in 8 games. We were starting to get a little bit worried about Tom Dixon because his goals all came in a big glut at the start of the season. He got a hat-trick and then I think scored in the next game. And we've not really seen anything from him since. But Yannicki, using his pace there, squares it to Dixon, who, I mean, it's just a typical, powerful Tom Dixon finish. I feel like I'm using the Match Engine's own sound bites. Oh, a typical, powerful finish from Tom Dixon. But it is typical, and it was powerful. And it was a finish. So it's all factually correct. They've got in behind us here, and that's just poor. Oh. We're struggling with a massively inexperienced defensive line and the fact that we can't decide who our favourite goalkeeper is. And I don't really think any of them are necessarily to blame for that. It's just the fact that as a defensive unit, the back four and goalkeeper have never played together before. They're all fairly young. Bazan and Fidalgo, you combine their ages, they're not far off Adam Jackson, who'd be there as a reserve option for him. Perhaps he should be in the team. Right, into the second half. Did I just knock my camera? I don't think I did. We're fine. Don't worry about the camera. We're still only 4 points off the top league. Everyone is stuttering at the top at the moment. It feels like it's the perfect time for us to pounce, but we're not pouncing. Luckily, no one else is pouncing. That was mad. I don't know what just happened. I don't care what just happened. We've gone 2-1 up. It puts us 2 points off top of the league. That was just defensive incompetence. Manton with the cross. There is nobody anywhere near that. And I think it's actually... Okay, it's not the goalkeeper. It looked like it was the goalkeeper who put it into his own net. It's actually one of the defenders. But it was just a mess. And hopefully that'll be enough to give us a little bit of confidence to go on and put this game away. So Shorthouse finds Yannicki. Yannicki makes it 3-1. That's his 5th goal in 6 games in English football. We have another superstar, everybody. He might even be the first genuine superstar of this year's non-league to legend. And that's just a really, really good finish from our captain, the young Polish loanee. Yeah, why not make him captain? That shows it was a very wise decision on my part, making him captain for today. It's been a real captain's performance, leading from the front. A cliche. Kabashi with a decent save. I have my suspicions it was going wide, but he made sure that it didn't go in the goal, and that's basically what he's there for as a goalkeeper. But you need to be very careful not to give away a penalty here, and not so careful that we don't get a tackle in, though, lads. Come on. 3-2. We've certainly not fixed the defensive problems with the changes that we've made today. We need Corey Jordan back, and we need him back quickly. We're certainly missing not just his ability as our best defender, but he's our captain as well. So we've got his leadership and organisational skills. And Kevin Thompson at the moment is top of the clean sheets table in the Championship, despite the fact I've dropped him. But it's not happening lately. We've just looked really poor at the back since Jordan's been out. We're going to bring him back in for the last 20 minutes. Can we move the captaincy to him as well? Does it let me do that? No, that's stupid. You always used to be able to do that. And we're also going to take off Joey Smith and let's bring on Flavian Thomas and stick him up there. Bring Shorthouse back into the midfield 3. I want Thomas to succeed. He looks like he is incredibly talented, and we like a talented youngster here at Plymouth. So let's get him in there and see what he can do. Is that Aaron Cool playing for Cardiff? As in my former Southend superstar. It's 3-3 now, and goodness me, we're so poor at the back at the moment. Bringing Jordan on hasn't helped. I mean, to be fair, he's injured, so it's not only not helped us, it's probably not helping him recover from his injury either. He's got his head in his hands. Oh dear. Mantum is having a really poor game. Lee Hartley can come on for him. Go out there. We've got 3 different attacking midfielders on the pitch now, and Sean Fisher just trying to hold things together on his own while everyone else gallivants off forward. It's not doing us any good though. because at the moment Cardiff look most likely to score and they're coming at us again, but Hadley does intercept. Dixon can't get there though, and Cardiff coming at us again. They're in behind again. Kabashi does make it across. Cardiff have had 5 clear-cut chances today and we've had none. If we'd have managed to keep it at 3-2, it would have been the mugging of the century. And if Hadley can produce something here, it still might be. And Yannicki, does he win the corner? Is that a corner or a throw-in? I'm guessing a throw-in because we didn't get to see it. Looking at the stats, if it ends 3-3, we've got to be happy with that. But to be 3-1 up and throw it all away brings back some horrible memories of similar situations that we will never talk about again. Well, as I continue to flail around trying to work out what my best team is, we make one change. Hull comes in for Dixon. That's Hull, who has now played 9 games and not scored a goal for us yet. He's surely got to come good at some point. Or do we bring Taylor Crossdale? The problem is, and we used to have this problem with Taylor Crossdale and Schiavi back at Southend, he is very much a poacher advance forward. So is Yannicki. We can't play them both together. Or can we? Could we make him a target man? But can he be a complete forward? No. I want a complete forward. Sometimes when you get to championship level, complete forwards start to appear. It hasn't happened for us yet. Perhaps I'm signing the wrong players. Right, Hull's going to score today. Mark Smith's playing the 125th game for the club. And we haven't won a game for blooming ages. Somehow we're still sat in 4th place. It looks like it's going to be a wide open championship this season. I don't know if that's good or bad. When that happens, it tends to suggest that it'll be quite a high points target gets relegation. So I'd rather be sat in 12th now on 22 points, but 10 points clear of relegation. I know what I'm trying to say. It's just not coming out right. We're 1-0 down after less than a minute. We had such a good start to the season, and it's all starting to fall apart. I'm going to claim it's because of the fact that Corey Jordan's not in the team. And once he is fully fit again, silly things like that will stop happening. Either that or these 2 youngsters at centre-back will get used to playing together and they won't be so far apart from each other like they were just then that people can prance between them. Hull with the cross to Yannicki. 2 minutes on the clock and it's 1-1. That's his 6th goal in 7 games, or is it 6 goals in 6? I can't even remember now. Hull does really well to get into a crossing position. The cross is perfect for Yannicki. It's off his knee. Doesn't matter what it's in off of. He's scored again because that's what he does. And we're still only in the 4th minute of the game and we're on the attack again. Mantum to Shorthouse. Shorthouse loses the ball, but we're on the attack again. Fisher to Shorthouse and we lose it again. This is proper end-to-end stuff already. Bazin is looking like he's having a very good game at the back. Shorthouse, nice little bit of skill there. Davidson with a chance to cross. Finds Hull. And with 5 minutes on the clock, Craig Hull finally has his first goal for the club. It's an inspired change bringing him into the team. He made the first goal. He scored the second. 5 minutes in, we're now 2-1 up after being 1-0 down after less than a minute. You wouldn't want to turn up 10 minutes late for this game, would you? This is mad. Some fella's just turning up for his seat with a half-eaten pie, wondering what he's missed. Looks up at the scoreboard, he's devastated. Especially if he's a Bristol City fan. I couldn't remember who we were playing there. That's worrying. Right, Bazan again. Oh, this time he loses out. He has been making some good interceptions, but that was just poor, trying to get too far forward, trying to beat his man, I think, trying to be a bit too fancy. He needs to try and play more in the Corey Jordan mould and just lump it forward, be a brick wall for people to try and get past. He's very mobile. I don't know if he's looking good with the last minute interceptions because he's so far out of position to begin with, because he's running around all over the place, or if he's covering for a lot of mistakes from Fidalgo. It's quite hard for a tactical buffoon like me to try and work out, but this back four does not feel right. Remember, we're missing Nyabi as well. So it's our captain and our vice captain both missing, and they were both key parts of the defence all last season. So cut us a little bit of slack defensively. Right, we're taking off Keith Shorthouse. Lee Hartley's going to come on, and we're also going to. I want to get Taylor Crossdale on, I think. Or do I? Yeah, I do. We need to see Taylor Crossdale. He's coming on for Yannicki. And we'll make that change. Perhaps should have brought Corey Jordan on. I don't really know why I'm taking Yannicki off, other than I want to see Taylor Crossdale. You all want to see Taylor Crossdale. We all want him to succeed. We are going to bring Jordan on for the last few minutes, and we're going to bring him on for Fidalgo, because he usually plays with Fidalgo. So obviously, rather than going for the settled, comfortable defensive partnership, we're going to play him next to someone he's never played alongside before. Oh, there's been some bad decisions in this game. Davidson just gets... There you go, Bazan again. Out of position, last-ditch challenge. Is it going to be red? No, it's yellow, but... It looked brilliant at the start of the game when he was everywhere. Now it's just worrying me a little bit that he seems to be all over the place. Right, Taylor Crossdale running at the Bristol City defence. Hartley now. Can he square it? He does. Hull gets his second of the game. It's 3-1 to Plymouth now. We're back up to only 3 points off top of the league. This is it's turning into a really mad season already. Lee Hartley couldn't get a game this time last year. Is just an assist machine a division higher. And we can't get a performance out of Taylor Crossdale. I don't understand Football Manager anymore. But we're fourth in the league. We're above Newcastle. This is insane. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.